Hi, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah. We have some awesome things to talk about today. Some great businesses that I want to introduce you to, and now we're talking finances. We've got Sue Peck with Evolution Financial joining us because the year is coming to an end and we have a lot to discuss. Thanks for being with us today.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Okay, so what are on some of your clients' minds right now as we do start to wrap up 2018?
Right, well, the biggest thing that's on my clients' minds right now is the fact that the market is going crazy, going up and down, and we haven't seen this level of volatility in a while. So what I want to remind people is that this is normal. This is normal.
It's okay.
The market goes up and down, especially in October. It tends to be more volatile, and this year in October it was more volatile. And then the day after midterms, it tends to go up. The day after midterms, it went up. So understand that these things are normal and they happen, and this is the importance of having a plan.
Yes, but doesn't mean that it's not nerve-wracking, but it's nice to know that there is a little bit of a pattern, so as these things happen,
right,
so we can take a little bit of comfort there. Let's talk about things that viewers should focus on getting finished. So we all have all these projects, but let's talk financial projects. And
right.
What do you need to get done by the end of the year?
As the year winds up, you want to look at things like your flex spending account. Do you have money in your flex spending account that you can't roll over? That's a great time to go shopping for glasses. Make sure that you have, any medical needs that you need. You can even, do things like contact lens solution is something that you can buy with your flex spending account. So use up the flex spending account. Have you maximized your retirement plan? Can you? Have you taken a look at your health insurance? Do you have a 529 for your kids college education? Make sure that you get as much money into those as possible before we hit the next year and when you can start fresh.
Such great advice, and things that, we get so wrapped up in the holidays, sometimes we forget to take care of our financial year-end needs. Mm-hmm. Now, what about the holiday season? As I mentioned, does Evolution Financial have gift ideas?
I do have gift ideas, in fact. So if you have kids that are earning money, one of the best things my parents did for me was once I started earning money, they opened a Roth IRA for me. And they put a little bit of money in, not too much, but just a little bit. And that later on, it took away that activation of that energy of having to open my own account. Mm-hmm. I already had it. Prior to that, they would do small buys of stock. So we'd all get 10 shares of something that wasn't very, very expensive, right? And you don't get the stock certificates now, but you can easily print something up and say, you have 10 shares of this. And it's a really neat thing for a kid to own a part of a company.
Not only that, but what a great way to just sort of practice some of these tasks that we should be doing as adults and having sort of grown kids get started. I love that idea. Okay, so we've wrapped up 2018, at least financially speaking. What do we do come 2019, the start of a new year?
Yeah, there are some things to keep in mind. For a while, we've had the same limits on our retirement plans. It's been the same for years, and now they are finally moving them up next year. So instead of $18,500 that you can put into a 401k or a 403b, you can put $19,000 in there. And then you have a $6,000 catch-up if you're age 50 or older. And then same thing with Roth IRAs or IRAs. It's gone up from $5,500 to $6,000. And then with a $1,000 catch-up for age 50 and older. So start planning on how you can put more money toward your retirement.
Wow, there's so much to know, which is why it's so helpful to have a financial advisor on the seat here. And as we go into 2019, let's talk about sort of the positive note. Okay, so there's things that we can do, but how do we really start in a good way, get a fresh start, a positive note?
A really good way. People talk about their New Year's resolutions, but start thinking about your goals. What do you want to accomplish? And financially, what do you want to accomplish? Also in your life, do you want to take more vacations? How are you going to be able to afford that? How are you going to spend more time with your family? Things like that, they all involve finances. So start looking at those financial goals and say, how am I going to reach those? And maybe meet with somebody and talk it through.
Well, that's one of the things that we've discussed previously too, is it's really about what kind of life do you want to live? Well, let's start there and then let's plan backwards. And that's something you're able to help people with. Yes, absolutely. Well, Sue, thank you so much for being with us today. As always, a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
Sue's with Evolution Financial, and we are Talk of the Town. Stick around for more after the break.